Have you ever thought about gooning in public? Okay, I know that's a
Fuck no, I never thought about that shit a day in my life. Never.
crazy way to start off this video, but I feel like we just gotta get straight to the point. Like, have y'all ever thought about that? Just going out in the public, you know,
Never.
Gooning away? Probably not, because of two main reasons.
Shit like
Number
that
one,
before.
it's illegal. There's a chance you can be put in jail from gooning in public.
I'm not being arrested for gooning. Gotta be like the saddest way to go to jail.
And you could also be put on the RSO, which I'm sure none of you want to be put on the RSO or want to go to jail. At least I would. And then number two, because it's very weird. I feel like many of us can agree that if you go out in public and goon, it's odd. Gooning is something that, like, okay, this is gonna be a crazy video already. I'm gonna just say that right now. But like gooning, it's something you do in private. And to do that in public, it's very creepy. But the thing is, right, some people are just so gooned out to the point where it becomes
They said gooned out, yo. That's new lingo. I'm gonna start calling people gooned out when they say some horny shit, bro.
Right? They've gooned so much to the point where they don't get pleasure from looking at a screen and gooning anymore in their room. And the only way they can get pleasure now is by going out in public and gooning. And this year, crazy. I swear, there's been so many cases of public gooners, and we're going to be talking about them in this video. We're going to start off with the most known public gooner that you all may already know, Nautica Malone.
Yo, that nigga gooner side.
I'm sure we've all heard about his story.
Like, all I can say one thing is R.I.P. though, because the way he went out was sad, but that nigga is really down bad.
By now, but if
he was a down bad nigga.
So Nautica Malone was this 27-year-old married man kid who seemed to have a huge gooning issue. And he seemed to have the type of gooning issue where you can't get off to the regular stuff. So what he decided to do one day is go to a place called Bikini Beans, which is pretty much like a Starbucks and a Hooters combined. You get served coffee by women in bikinis. It doesn't sound too pleasant if I'm being real. And while he was at Bikini Beans, he was gooning in his car while going through the drive-thru.
Hi, how are you? Good. Have you been here before? Sir, you need to leave. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Call 911.
Nah, that's crazy.
With no pants on, by the way, just bare booty cheeks on the seat, gooning in his car while driving.
Crazy,
and one of the workers happened to be recording this because this wasn't the only time he's done something like this. And since the establishment got it on video, they decided to upload the video. And this video went mega viral. And when I tell you, everyone was clowning on this man. And since everyone was clowning him, this man was drowning in embarrassment. And a day later, he decided to commit, which is very sad. Condolences to the man's family. And the craziest part is that this got turned into a meme shortly after. People refer to this as a goonicide. Even his car got turned into a meme. The black Challenger is now referred to as the ghost of the goon, all because of this meme.
Nah, that's fucked up. Niggas calling the ghost of the goon. Nah, that's
you can't drive a black Challenger anymore in society, or people are gonna scream, "The ghost of the goon! The ghost of the goon!" Then you had weirdo.
Nah, his whole legacy is fucked, and his kids' legacy, and their kids' legacy, and their kids' legacy. Like that whole like lineage, like that whole shit is like fucked. Like that's like the goon. That's like the goon ancestry. Like he single-handedly fucked up their whole fucking legacy, bro.
Tributes and saying that Bikini Beans killed the man, pretty much blaming Bikini Beans for recording him and uploading it online. I can't do. I can't do. You that man. You that man. But in my opinion, like, you can't get mad at Bikini Beans. I mean, this man quite literally pulled up with his pants down, gooning in his whip. Like, how can you be mad at the workers? They're just trying to work. You also had weirdos doing memorials for this man outside of Bikini Beans. When I say you say Nautica. Say his name, Nautica.
Yo, niggas turned him into a whole goon movement, bro. That nigga, he's like a legend and embarrassment at the same time.
He quite literally sexually harassed a woman. And y'all are over here celebrating this man for content.
Nah, that's crazy.
It's very odd. Like, I feel like when it comes to the memes, right? The memes are more making fun of the situation, which it sounds so messed up because at the end of the day, the man died and his daughter won't grow up with a father, and his wife won't raise the daughter with her husband. You know, it's very sad. But I feel like going out in public and holding a whole memorial at Bikini Beans for Nautica Malone, this man sexually harassed a woman, I feel like that's insane. Now, after the death of Nautica Malone, Bikini Beans actually decided to drop a statement saying, "Our thoughts and prayers are with the family of the individual involved during this difficult time. This was an unfortunate and tragic situation. As a company, the safety of our employees is always our top priority. In this case, an individual chose to commit a crime at one of our locations. We take incidents like this very seriously and remain committed to protecting our team and maintaining a safe and respectful environment. Thank you for your continued support." And a lot of people online were defending Nautica Malone, saying, "I hope your business gets sued for posting that man on the internet. It's one thing to make a poor choice. It's another to be ashamed and bullied to the world. Name the employee who did it and let's see how she likes being doxxed online." Bikini Beans is literally a Starbucks version of Hooters. They're enabling this degeneracy. Hooter girls have more clothes on. Which I feel like is so stupid to defend this man, because the man, once again, quite literally
is having a clothes off, bro. Like who got the less clothes off, bro? What,
literally sexually harassed a worker. Just because the workers are wearing bikinis, that doesn't mean you can just show up with your pants down. You think that just because a employee is wearing a bikini, you can just walk in stroking your meat? Like, you can't do that. That's insane. Is this establishment made to get money out of these weird and horny men? Most definitely. But the dude quite literally pulled up with his beat out. That's weird and illegal. Stop defending this man.
That nigga thought he was gonna get played for real. He thought he was about to get played just for that. Yo, bro, he thought that stupid nigga thought he was gonna get played.
Wrong. I don't
crazy.
think the man should have offed himself because of this. I think that's very sad. Once again, his daughter not growing up with the dad, and his wife lost her husband.
Yeah,
it's a very tragic situation. But at the same time, Nautica Malone sexually harassed her. Like, we can't sit here and act like he didn't. A lot of people are trying to be like, oh, why'd they post the video and stuff like that? I mean, this thing has happened before with this guy, so they just wanted to protect themselves. But that's not even the craziest public gooner case. There's another case where a man named Gary Miles pulled off a drive-by goon in Philadelphia. It's not always sunny.
Drive-by goon is crazy, bro.
In Philadelphia. Basically, what this man, Gary Miles, did is he walked into a Dollar Tree, gooned on a girl's leg, and ran out.
Look, he's running on my leg! You gotta help me! Oh my god! He's running on my leg!
This video is genuinely so sad because this woman is crying while saying this. These public gooners gotta go. Now, as you can see, the man ran off before the cops could have robbed him.
No, the way that nigga ran is crazy. That's crazy.
This video was posted on the internet and it went mega viral. It went so viral that Philadelphia legend Meek Mill chimed in offering $2,000 to who could find the man. Let's play Manhunt.
What? Only $2,000? Yo, bro, only $2,000? I'm not fucking doing that shit for only 2 bands, nigga. Up that shit. What is he talking about?
Some community service. I got 2 bands for his love. But you gotta connect.
He said only 2 bands, bro. Like, bro, fuck the 2 bands, nigga. Up that shit's like 10K at least,
I like
bro.
that. Meek Mill's trying to crack down on these weirdos in Philly. He doesn't want these weirdos taking over his city. He also said, just go live with him. Don't pursue him. It gotta actually be you. Philly small, people know where this creep ass dude at. Get him the out of here. We need community protection also, which is facts. But also at the same time, this man saying go live with him, it's kind of funny. It's like, oh, I found the guy who gooned on the girl's leg. I'm gonna just go live. Hey, Meek Mill, I'm live. I got him right here. Like, that's just kind of, that's insane. But hey, Meek Mill has said some wilder things, you know, like asking for vibrating pins. Another insane part about this whole case is that the man's t-shirt while doing this said, it's not going to lick itself with a candy cane on it. This man is the most freaked out human being on this planet. This is disgusting. This is a sick human. But later, this guy ended up turning himself in. He was on the run, but I guess post-nut clarity hit, and the man decided to take a stroll over to the police station, and he was charged with indecent assault, indecent exposure, open lewdness, and harassment. And crazy enough, this wasn't his only time doing something like this. Between April 2011 and December 2021, Gary Miles was arrested at least 5 times on charges including indecent assault, indecent exposure, open lewdness, disorderly conduct, and burglary. 5 times within 10 years? Jesus, man. Now, one of those 5 cases actually involved him breaking into a family's house while being exposed.
Deja recalls waking up to Miles standing at the bed where she slept next to her mom, who was pregnant.
See, if we ain't no longer, he's exposing himself.
Miles was arrested and had several
That
court
nigga is
appearances.
overly freaked out. What is wrong with that nigga?
This man is truly a sick human being. And
That's
throughout the research of
crazy.
this video, I couldn't
Gotta
find
shoot that
him
nigga and put.
being in jail
I ain't gonna lie,
until-
horny niggas like him need to be put down like dogs for real. Like they need to, like inject some shit into them niggas and like just have them like die type shit, cause that is crazy.
I hope he's in jail, but if he's not, that's gonna
That
be
is
bad
crazy.
because he's probably just gonna keep on doing this again, and again. But you know who else is a sick human? A man named Joshua Skornavac, who was a 37-year-old who drove 150 miles to watch a Korn concert. Korn is a band. if you don't know. And while watching the concert, he decided to just start gooning out of nowhere. And concert goes.
Oh my god, bro. Yo, the world got sick people, bro. Oh my god. That's why I hate people,
Noticed
bro.
this, and they decided to start recording because this is weird. This is disgusting. Get this man going. And he just kept stroking away.
Yo. Nah, there's something wrong with that nigga, bro. Fuck no. Nah, that's a W. That's a W man's right there.
And I don't know what's crazier, gooning at a concert or gooning to the song that he's gooning to. How are you gooning to metal? And it's crazy because this guy definitely heard everyone around saying ew. He just didn't care. Like, you went to a concert, you went there to hear the music and feel the vibe, right? You can definitely hear these people around saying ew. They're closer to you than Korn is on stage. And the worst part is that this guy only stopped after getting punched in the head by one of the concert goers. He didn't stop after hearing
Oh
people
my
say ew
God,
and stuff
bro.
like that. He stopped after getting punched in the head, which I'm glad he got punched because
Nah,
this is weird. There's kids around
that
in
nigga
this
deserved to get
stadium.
punched.
But after that, the police came to take him away.
Yo, what's up with that ugly ass nigga, bro? Well, that nigga ugly as shit. God
He was later
damn.
charged with lewdness and resisting arrest. But since then, he's been released and due in court sometime this month. This actually happened very recently. And this story is so wild to me because, like, you're telling me that you drove all these miles and spent all this money to beat off at a concert? You could have just done that in the comfort of your own home, man. Like, without wasting any money or any time or any gas, you know? This man put wear and tear on his car just to beat off.
Said wear and tear.
It's so insane to think about. But this man is so gooned out to the point where he doesn't think like that. This man was just thinking about the rush that he was going to get beating off at the Korn concert. He was chasing that next high, and that next high was gooning at the concert. You know, he couldn't get off in his room anymore. It's so crazy. Like, I just can't imagine myself, like, just pulling out my meat and gooning around a bunch of people, especially
Yeah,
at a
a concert is
Are we being
crazy
dead
work.
serious right now? Another place I couldn't imagine myself gooning at is school. Yet there's so many people out there that goon at school. Crazy enough, there's actually been this video that I saw on TikTok recently where these girls were doing a study date at their university. And while they were doing this study date, a dude sat super close to them and started gooning.
Oh my god, bro. That nigga's down bad. Oh my god.
How can you goon at school? Like, that's a place where you gotta show up every day. I understand at a university you don't see.
No, you gotta show up every day at school. So once you goon one day, bro, everybody's gonna know you as like the nigga that gooned, like the down bad nigga. That's crazy.
Same people every day as much as, like, let's say high school or middle school, right? But still, like, how can you just goon at school? It's so weird. But hey, maybe he wasn't a student, you know? Maybe he just decided to go to a college campus to goon to the students, which would make it even more weird if I'm being real. I kind of doubt that though because there's a backpack laying in front of him. Unless the man bought a backpack to go to a college campus to goon, which would make this even more insane than it already is. But I highly doubt that. I think this guy had to be a student. There's no way he wasn't a student. He looks young. He's got the backpack. He looks around their age. He's got to be a student. That's just very, very weird. This whole public gooning thing has got to stop, man. It's so weird. It's disgusting.
That shit
Like, I can't
crazy,
imagine just sitting somewhere and somebody just gooning right next to me. I'm gonna have to just punch the dude, really. I'm gonna have to do them like they did the dude at the concert. All in all, my final thoughts on this whole, like, public gooning thing. Control your gooning before the gooning controls you. If you have a gooning issue, get some help, or just don't goon at all. I feel like that's just better to do. But yeah, all that being said, this is gonna wrap up the video. If you guys made this far, I appreciate you. Tell me, what do y'all think is the craziest public gooning story in this video? Let me know in the comments section below. Twitch Cameron WAK.
Oh, that shit crazy. Niggas be down bad for real, but it is what it is, man. It really is what it really is for real.